Hello everyone, Amradorn here, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a good day today. I'm doing fine. I know it's been a little while since I posted over here, and we're going to get back into posting some strategy games to the Amradorn's Game Room channel. If you're interested in Minecraft videos, the Minecraft stuff is still on my main channel, and anything that's like city builder type is going to be moving to a new channel called Amradorn Cities that I am currently in the process of setting up. It has been a while since I have played Hearts of Iron, and I'd really like to get back into it and just kind of see what's new and what's changed. I've never really gone for achievements either, so we're going to be trying that. And here we are. We're going to be starting as the United States in this game. So let's go ahead and get started here. And we will save and play. Oh. That was very loud. I can see that we need to change our audio levels. That was really loud in my headset. Okay, we've got the game paused right now, so we're going to go ahead and set up some of our basic text here. I wanted to check audio levels. Game options, audio, effects volume. Let's turn that down. Apply. We do have the music off because I don't want. Sometimes the Hearts of Iron music can trip up copyright, and sometimes it won't. So yeah, let's not go there if we can. Okay, so our basic research. Obviously, we want to have basic machine tools, and construction. And let's see here. Let's go with some electronic mechanical engineering. And then I think weapons and equipment we'll work on some basic infantry equipment. Let's get our Springfield Armory up here running. Okay, free civilian factories. Let's look at our factory situation. Construction, civilian factories. Let's see. How are we doing in infrastructure? %. We want to improve our factories in a couple of states here. Have some higher capabilities. Okay. And do we need to improve infrastructure somewhere? Texas, California. Okay. So we got that going on. Let's pick a focus here. So the U.S. focus tree has gotten quite big over the things. I know some of these countries are even worse. Continue the New Deal. I think that is where we want to go. We're going to continue the New Deal. We got to get rid of, let's see. Monroe Doctrine. The Great Depression is something we really need to kind of figure out and get rid of. Home of the Free. Can join factions led by... Okay, create factions. Okay. Facility with an okay, so we do have a naval engineering facility. Let's go ahead and put somebody in there. Submarine specialist, surface ship specialist. I'm going to go with the surface ship specialist. Okay, so basic weapons and equipment, artillery. So I think I want to go through and finish off the ships that are here. I don't want to build any more beyond that of these types. Because we're going to have plans for some of these other stuff. But I want to finish these off. Okay, basic small airframe. Alright, and missing equipment production. What are we missing? Carrier fighters, tactical bombers, close air support, and carrier naval bombers. That's because I do have a carrier in progress. So carrier fighter and close air support. Close air support is really kind of what I'm looking for. Okay, so that gets us close air support. We're probably going to need trucks at some point as well. Let's get some trucks in here. Yeah, we got artillery. AA is something we might want to look at a little bit later. Okay, let's... I really kind of want to put all of my troops. Let's see. Do I want to put them all together, or do I just want to have them kind of... I want to start getting some army experience going. Command. I'm not sure who I want for generals and stuff right now. Let's see.
Make a move.
Pacific.
Make a move. Yes, sir. Advance.
Go ahead and put these guys into the Pacific Command. Okay.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Okay, so we basically created two armies here. We've got our Pacific Command, which is all of our forces in the Western United States and in the Pacific Island chains. And then we have our home command, which essentially will end up being our defensive force, and then we'll end up having a European command, maybe an African command at some point. Okay, so our Pacific Command, we are going to have everybody train. I need to be careful about... Okay, so you are going to go up here to that. What are we missing? Chromium? Chromium is what we're missing? Do we have any chromium in our own areas? We have some here. Some in Idaho. So can we improve our chromium deposits in Idaho? Infrastructure. So we can add a little bit of chromium here. So we'll work on that. Okay. As far as training up new troops, I'm not sure I really want to at this point. It's kind of early. We might want to train some Marines. Five. Let's put them in the Pacific Command. We have at least one order within the theater. Okay. Yeah, so they're a little concerned that none of these guys have orders. Let's see. Let's put Clark in command there. And then we'll have MacArthur in charge of the Pacific.
Orders.
Oh, we put MacArthur in charge there. Whoops. Oh well. Actually, why don't we switch those? Okay, so yeah, I want Clark there, and then we'll put MacArthur here. Okay, just got those guys set for there, and then we're gonna have Bradley and Eisenhower. There we go. So we have our two commands set up. These guys do have, let's go Scavenger.
Ready to move.
Army offense expert, that would be nice. Okay, I don't have the army experience yet to be able to assign those traits, so we need to work on getting the army experience up. And we can't do any of that yet. Okay, so that is our army. What about our navy? Okay. Our flagship is what? The USS Pennsylvania. Okay, so again, I'm going to want two fleets. I'm going to want a Pacific fleet, and I'm going to want an Atlantic fleet. We'll have an Atlantic fleet. Okay. All right. So things are nothing's kind of where it really should be at the moment. So let's see here. We got all of our battleships here in this Navy group. They're docked in California. Okay, so I think I want to kind of build like 4 carrier groups that have one major carrier, maybe a couple of smaller carriers, battleships, and then my screening ships. And I kind of want to do that for the Pacific, and then maybe 2 carrier groups for the Atlantic. And then on top of that, we'll have some other groups that do like hunting subs and things like that. We have our sub squadrons. We're going to move a sub squadron to the, let's see, that's going to be the Atlantic sub squadron, and that is going to be the Pacific. What is this? Atlantic Reserve Destroyers. Okay, so we'll move those over there. This is all Atlantic Fleet. These guys. We're going to go back to the Pacific Fleet. Okay, U.S. Navy Group 1. Carrier Division Battle Force. Ranger. Okay, so we got the Ranger, the Lexington, and the Saratoga. Okay. Carrier Division Battle Force. Lexington and Saratoga. Ranger class, 36 converted battle. Okay, so the Lexington and the Saratoga are converted battleships, and the Ranger is a 36 carrier. So we'll count that as kind of like this is CBF Ranger group. Okay. So what I want I want 3 battleships. I'm going to take the Pennsylvania, Oklahoma, and the Tennessee, and I'm going to put them into the Ranger group. Okay. Actually, why don't I just put everybody together into one group, and then we'll just go from there. I want the entire Pacific Fleet here. Basically docked in Los Angeles. Yeah, because we're going to make some pretty significant changes here. The subfleet can stay out.
Listen up.
Go ahead and start time a little bit, and we'll get going here. I know we're just kind of getting started here. We haven't really done a whole lot. We're just kind of working on reorganizing everything into kind of the way we want things to be. Repair now. Merge all of that. Okay. Merge all of these groups here. Docked in California. Okay, so that group is heading there. And the aircraft, we'll have to figure out aircraft a little bit later. Who do I want in charge of the Pacific Fleet? Put Nimitz in charge of the Pacific Fleet. And the Atlantic Fleet. Put King in charge of the Atlantic Fleet. Okay. That's a lot of ships. Okay, so all these subs. Task Force Composition Editor. 48 subs. Select all. Priority. Allows you to set targets for the number of ships each class you want to maintain in the task force. Automatic reinforcement to be enabled. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, repair now. Okay, so these guys split the selected ships into a reserve fleet. Split the selected task force in half. Create a new task force. Okay, so Pacific Subfleet. Okay, so this is the subfleet. Alright. These guys can all use upgrades. I think I want them. At the moment, I would really like these guys to be doing patrols. And we're going to have them patrol Hawaii and Philippine Sea. Okay. That is their mission. Let's change this to the Pacific Reserves. Okay, and the Pacific Reserves is essentially not doing anything. Okay. I went to Ranger, Lexington to Saratoga, and then we're going to have the Pennsylvania, the Maryland, and the West Virginia, and then Indianapolis, Minneapolis. See, for every battleship, I want 2 cruisers. And then, and then 3 destroyers. Okay, so we're going to create a new task force with these guys. This is going to be the CBG Ranger Group. Okay. This requirement will be satisfied by ships of this type. Battleship. Okay, heavy cruiser. See, 3 battleships, heavy cruiser, a light cruiser, and then destroyers. Let's go ahead and add 2 battle cruisers. Yeah. So this is our CBG Ranger group, and we're going to dock them in Honolulu. Oh. No, the Pacific Reserves need to stay in Los Angeles. Merging with, yeah. Operating in Hawaii. Okay, moving to Hawaii. You guys need to go back to the Port of Los Angeles. Okay, so that has the Ranger, like, got 3 carriers. We have the Pennsylvania. So this is kind of our main fleet. And what I want to do is I would like to make another one of these. So what do we got in our reserves? We don't have more carriers. We do have 3 battleships. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this is going to be carrier group 2. We're going to move them to San Francisco. All right, we still have like a whole bunch of ships here. All of these subs. I want to add to the subgroup. Pacific Subfleet Detached. Okay, so we have some subs joining them. That is good. Right. The Atlantic group we'll work on a little bit later. Go ahead and speed things up just a bit. Now that we've thoroughly confused most of our shipping, Mississippi Senator votes for government proposal. In a recent vote, a senator has surprisingly switched sides to vote for the government proposal, while the issue itself is fairly minor. The public, okay, 5 senators will support the government. Oh, that's right. We do need to keep our government happy. Our voting, we need to get, let's see. We'll support the government. Yeah, so we need to. We're going to end up having to spend some of our political power in order to improve these things. Really have any game going on for maybe. Our subs. Okay, so you guys really need to change places. Japan abandons the naval treaty. Okay. Yeah, I want all of my subs doing that stuff. Nice. Okay, so we've got some elections that have happened a little bit better for us. Okay, so our sub fleet is training up. Got some detachments that are joining them. Sultanate of Aza submits to Italian demands. Okay, so that is this over here. So we got the war going on over here with Ethiopia and Italy. The United States and Hearts of Iron generally starts off pretty quiet, from what I remember. Very little going on. We probably should be building up our army. Naval exercises. Okay. The Ranger group, I think I want to have patrolling Hawaii. Emperor Chain and Marianas region. It's a big piece of the ocean. Okay, so we are getting some Navy experience. We are getting some command power, some Army power.
Orders. Listen up.
Do some training. Work on getting folks leveled up a little bit. I mean, we do have the Pacific Command doing some training as well. Carrier Group 2, yeah, I need to get some carriers in that group. So the Yorktown and the Enterprise, we're going to give those to Carrier Group 2. We're going to put you in the Pacific Reserves. Okay. All right. So we have finished the New Deal, the continue the New Deal. We have suspend prosecution. It's been so long since I have done any of this that I really probably should be looking at some sort of tutorial, kind of knowing for sure. We're going to go ahead and do the Neutrality Act. Not for any real good reason. Right now we're just going to finish setting up this. Let's go ahead and get our time going again. Remilitarization of the Rhineland. Okay. You will go in the subfleet. Reserves. 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 Okay. Turkey Straits. Everybody's remilitarizing stuff. Okay, so that should get everything into the fleets that it needs to go into. Okay. Let's get the Yorktown and the Enterprise up to the top of our shipbuilding order. Okay. Military. Who do I want? Silent workhorse. Breaker power gain plus 15%. That would be nice. Democracy support. I'm not really worried about democracy. Armaments. Expert. Consumer goods factories. Expert. Let's go with the silent workhorse. Missing equipment. Light tanks. Okay. We're missing light tanks at the moment. I mean, some of my units have tanks in them, and I really probably don't need them. Or at least not yet. Weather multiplier. Okay. So far, we're doing okay. We haven't really done a whole lot, but I mean, this is kind of the way the U.S. works. You know, in the beginning of the game, there really isn't a whole lot that you do with the U.S. forces, because you're not at war. You're not getting into things. I mean, you can start to push there if that's kind of the way you want to go. I'm really just kind of playing to get to know the game again at this point. It's been so long since I've played that I just kind of want to see where things are going and kind of check it out. We'll get more into like trying to do some alternate stuff in other games. So this is just kind of my reintroduction to Hearts of Iron. I know I haven't looked at the Air Force yet. We've still got a whole bunch of stuff going on there. Not too concerned with it at the moment. Newport News shipping. Okay. Military Industrial Organization. Springfield Armory. Yeah, I want the Springfield Armory there. Okay, hey, our mechanical engineering is done. So, what do we want for our next research? What are we doing in industry? Okay. I do want to make sure my artillery is always up to date. So we're going to go ahead with interwar artillery. Events and decisions. Okay, small lobbying effort. We're going to do a small lobbying effort. I like the idea of using carrier groups. I'm kind of curious to see how that goes. Looks like we got all our subs together. Repair now. Okay, we got 2 ships who need to be repaired. Or 2 subs. Okay, it looks like the Yorktown's going to be done in towards the end of 37, and the Enterprise will be finished early 38. Italy has abandoned the naval treaty. Well, that's interesting. Senator from Arizona offers support. In return, the guarantee that Arizona would be a site for a new munitions plant for the Army, they argue. Okay, so they want us to build a munitions plant in Arizona. So a military factory in Arizona. We can do that. I think we want to add in some other factories as well in some places. We'll do that. Yeah, we will prepare for that. I think that is all the time we have for this episode here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button down below. If you'd like to see more, hit the subscribe button. We will get into combat eventually. I do expect this series to take a while for us to play through. I'm just going to go slow and kind of methodical, show you everything I'm doing, do it all on camera, and you know, you can give me tips and pointers and you know, tell me where I'm doing wrong, and I want to learn. This is a learning series. This is just for me to learn how to play Hearts of Iron 4 all over again and see where it takes me. So I'll see you guys next time.